Hello happy souls, welcome back to my channel. This is Charlotte with Happy Twins 1111. My beautiful friends, you do spoil me. I've got some decks here that I've received in the post. So the first one is the Sun and Moon Tarot. This was a gift from one of my students, Maria. And Maria says, I'm happy that I found you and honoured I was able to participate in your classes. You're a light in my twin spiritual journey. Thank you for all your teachings and for all your work. Love from Maria. Thank you so much, Maria. You are so sweet. In fact, all of the decks I'm using today were gifts. This is the one that Maria's just sent us. We're using in Par 1. And this one was from a lady called Christina. And this one was from one of my students, Jess. And honestly, I am so humbled and so honoured that I receive these messages and I receive these gifts from you. Never in any work I've ever done have I ever felt this valued. You guys are amazing. It's just so humbling and so uplifting. So this one, the Sacred Self-Care Oracle, this was from Davita. She's got a channel of her own. I'll link it in the description box down below. And she says, thank you, Charlotte, for assisting me along my healing journey. Oh, you're so welcome, my love. Thank you for tuning in and for sharing it with me. I appreciate you guys so much. And I do keep all these notes. And I actually spent some time reading through them this weekend because I just needed a little lift. I needed to remember why I do what I do. And honestly, these messages just do it every time. Raven's Wand Oracle. This was a gift from Raluca. She's been a long time client of mine. And she says, Dear Lottie, I was so blessed to meet you at the dawn of this journey in one of the most anxiety-riddled weeks of my life. You were the one that gave me hope. Love you from Raluca. Oh, you guys, you're so amazing. Thank you so much, all of you. And finally, I received this one, Daily Crystal Inspiration, but there was no note with it, so I'm not sure who it's from. So thank you so much for whoever sent me this. We're going to use some of these oracles in today's reading, and we're asking what's going on. We're not asking what's going on. We're asking, how is your person thinking and feeling about you? So we've got the Sun and Moon Tarot with a Amazonite. We have got the Aquarian Tarot with Net Jasper and the Sage Tarot with Apatite. So take your time choosing. There's no right or wrong way to choose. You can pause the video and download them if you want, or just see which one you're drawn to. You can look at the timestamps which are in the comments below. I personally prefer to choose from there. I like looking at the number syncs, but whatever works for you, just go with whichever one you're drawn to. If you are drawn to more than one, then it may be that there are messages in more than one pile for you, so just go ahead and watch more than one. They are general readings, so they're not going to resonate for everybody. I'm not offering private readings at the moment, but there will be an extended reading link for those of you that do resonate with this one and want to hear some more. And don't forget to make a comment in the comments. Don't forget to leave a comment down below so that you know which pile you've watched, because all of my readings are timeless. They're all separated into playlists. You can come back at any time and watch them again and choose a different pile that might be right for you at another time. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to move piles 2 and 3 out of the way. And these are small cards, so we can get a few more out than we normally would. We've got lots more room. So this is the Sun and Moon Tarot, a gift from the lovely Maria. Thank you, Maria. Let's do this. How is your person thinking and feeling about you? Now, my readings are very spiritually focused. I do mostly read for twin flames and soulmates. Occasionally, you know, it comes through. It might not be that, but I ask you to use your own judgment. Let's do this. But I do focus on the spiritual and healing and growth aspects of any love journey. You know, relationships are all about growth and humility and learning to love authentically. Okay, so how is your person thinking and feeling about you, Par 1? Let's do this. We have got the 3 of Wands in reverse, Justice, Change, the 2 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, the Devil in reverse, the Star, the 2 of Cups in reverse, the Magician in reverse, the King of Wands, and the Page of Cups in reverse. Okay, let's get some oracle cards out as well. I'm going to use what was it called? The Raven's Wand Oracle. This is a gift from Raluca. Ooh. Okay, that one wanted to come out. the gift, Night Watch. And we are also going to use the Twin Experience Oracle deck by Made for Love. If you haven't checked out her channel, I'll put a link in the description box below. Please do. And you can buy this Oracle deck directly from her. If you're in the twin flame relationship path, this is very valuable to you, or even just if you're experiencing a soulmate relationship or a relationship that's, you know, supporting you in your ascension. Spiritual gifts. Soul Star Chakra. Leo. And we've got Leo here with the King of Wands as well. Sacral Chakra. We are also going to use Love Messages, Divine Love Messages by White Rose Guidance. This is another YouTube reader. You can find a link down below to her channel as well. She's absolutely incredible. I'm bleeding, but you cannot see my blood. Your picture brings me to tears. My whole body burns at the thought of you. One more. I would just hurt you more right now. I need to be alone. Okay. And we are going to use the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine Reunited deck. We've got Abandonment, Transcendence, Karma, and Rebirth. Okay, just check you can see all these. Pretty much, there we go. Okay, sorry for the wobbly camera. I really need to get a better tripod. Anyway, pile one. How is your person thinking and feeling about you? I feel like something has happened to separate you guys, because we've got a lot of karmic stuff being resolved here. It does feel like your person has come to the end of a relationship elsewhere, but that they need some time to kind of recuperate from that, is what I'm hearing. With the Three of Wands in reverse, this person is feeling very unfulfilled, but they are hopeful. There's a lot of optimism here with this star, and they're wishing for this new beginning. But I feel like this person's been dealing with some really intense karma, and with the abandonment card coming through, I feel like it's them that was abandoned, that was rejected or left. We've got the karma card here as well. And it just feels like, you know, they're really reeling from all of the heartache and grief, and, you know, the difficulties in moving on from that kind of pain is what I'm hearing. They do want change. They want to move things forward with you. But with the Magician here in reverse, they feel so disempowered right now. But it is you that brings them hope, is what I'm hearing. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles clarified by the King of Wands. And this is really beautiful energy. You know, this is the rebirth that's referenced here. We've also got the Sacral Chakra with that King of Wands. These are very passionate, very creative, very enthusiastic and driven energies. And this person really does want to move things forward with you, but I'm just hearing that they really need some space right now. You know, they're still processing what's happened in their previous relationship. They're still transcending that pain. You know, they need to grow up and grow out of what's happened there, and they need time to do that. So they're not ready to make these changes in your connection right now, but they are dreaming of that new beginning, and they do feel passionately about you and about moving forward. We've got the Devil here in reverse, clarified by the Page of Cups. Now, the Devil is about releasing attachment. And with the Page of Cups in reverse, I feel like this person just doesn't feel like they can communicate with you right now. They don't feel like they can discuss this. You know, I feel like they just need to process it independently. But this is a rebirth. You know, they are transcending that karma now. They're moving past it. It feels like a major cycle has closed out here, and this person just needs some time. I'm bleeding, but you can't see my blood. You know, I feel like this person, as I said, isn't communicating with you about what they're going through. More than anything, I feel like they feel that is inappropriate, that it's not right for you to hear the grief they're experiencing regards letting this other person go. I feel like they're realizing now that that connection that they were in was not a representation of real love. The gift. This is such a beautiful card. I feel like this is how they see you. They do see you as a gift. I'm hearing that you've just been that light that's lit up the darkest of nights to them. And we've got night watch here as well. I feel like there's a strong telepathic communication between you two. And we've got that soul star chakra and spiritual gifts as well. And that this brings them so much comfort. You know, that they dream about you. They think about you before they sleep. They have these kind of imaginary or even telepathic conversations with you. And again, we've got this night watch card. You know, this is really quite beautiful. They do feel your protection. They feel your presence. They feel your love. Your picture brings me to tears. You know, this person, I just feel like, I don't know if you've got Instagram or it might even be Facebook, but I feel like they spend a lot of time on social media, and this is how they help themselves feel close to you, looking at your photos, looking at your posts, seeing how you're getting on. I'm hearing too, this is an opportunity for you to send them messages. You know, when you post something, you can include a message that they're going to find uplifting or supportive. It doesn't have to be personally directed at them, but I feel like they will know when you're thinking of them through, you know, those means. My whole body burns at the thought of you. And again, with that King of Wands, Leo, sacral energy, there is a tremendous amount of intensity and power in the depth of your kind of passionate sexual connection right now. I feel like there was always big chemistry between you, and that this person, you know, really feels that. I feel, again, this brings them a lot of comfort. And in fact, sexual energy is probably the most potent energy that we can work with. It's said in Tantra that when we climax, we connect with God, we connect with source energy, and that's why it's so euphoric and so beautiful. So, you know, this is a really wonderful way of reinforcing your connection right now by working with that sacral chakra energy, by working with that sexual energy that exists between you and really indulging in that, and trusting that that's really strengthening your bond right now. I would just hurt you more right now. I need to be alone. And I do feel like, as I said, this person really does need that alone time. It's not personal. It's not a reflection of how they feel about you. It's a reflection of what they're going through. And, you know, that they're well aware that it would be detrimental to you, to your connection, if they were to start engaging with you when they're really, you know, processing this grief. And as I said, it does feel like it was some kind of abandonment. I'm hearing for some of you as well that you may have walked away, and that you may be unaware that this karmic situation has come to a close because you were unfulfilled and you had to go and, you know, take care of yourself and do what was right for you. So for some of them, they're really feeling that, you know, that they've been abandoned in both directions. I'm hearing for some of them that they really feel like they deserve that. You know, they're really dwelling on their wrongdoing, and they're really understanding how they've not been true to themselves, least of all true to you. So this person definitely feels a tremendous amount of sadness in your separation. We've got spiritual gifts and soul star chakra, and again, there's a lot of Leo energy here. We've also got Libra energy, we've got Aries energy, Aquarius. Yeah, there's a lot of shifts going on spiritually here, and all of these cards feature butterflies, which for me is about transformation. It matches this transcendence, which is a number 3, the power of creation. The soul star chakra is a higher chakra, and I feel like this is their channel being open, to receive the spiritual messages and spiritual gifts from you. You know, gift shows up twice. It feels like this person definitely has potent and strong psychic gifts that are opening up and becoming apparent to them in this connection. Again, I feel like this comes through at night when they're relaxed, those moments before they go to sleep, and they're really, they're really indulging in that lovely feeling of feeling so connected to you. Let's use some of these cards as well. These are the crystal, what are they called? Daily Crystal Inspiration. Again, I'm not sure who these are from, but thank you so much if you bought these for me. They didn't come with a note. And I think they're really useful. This one's flown out straight away because it might indicate which crystals are suited to you to support your healing. We've got Golden Healer Quartz, Unakite, and Aquamarine. We've got a nice piece of aquamarine here. Okay, open the door, live in the now, and go with the flow. So I feel like this person is trying very much to actually work through their healing. I'm really drawn to the colours that are in these cards as well. Again, that orange of the sacral chakra, a lot of passion. And aquamarine for me in this going with the flow. This is actually aquamarine with mica. It's probably my favourite stone. But aquamarine is a really gentle and beautiful energy. It's a very watery energy, naturally, you know, connected to the water energy. But I feel like, you know, they do have this faith. They have this optimism that if they just keep moving forward, you know, if they're mindful of the present, that this door has opened to a new beginning. I really feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, Transcendence, and especially this Rebirth card, that this really is a new beginning for you too. There's been a seismic shift. And what I'm hearing is things can never go back to the way they were before. This person's had a lot of realizations about you that cannot be unknown. And it feels like, you know, they're really changing. They're really starting to look at this connection from a higher perspective, and they've decided they have to start doing things differently because there's been no growth. You know, they've spent so long in between holding on and letting go of this old connection, and it feels like they're ready to transcend and move past that now. They're about to level up. Things are about to shift for them in a big way. And they're recognizing now that everything that's complicated this was just ego, and that actually spirit feels easy. And you make them feel like everything's going to be okay, is what I'm hearing. You know, they just have so much faith with this star energy. But I'm hearing you do need to stop making assumptions about how they feel. You've got to be courageous and to ask and to be real about what it is you want. Because this person is, I think, uncertain about what you truly want. They just know that they left you unfulfilled and that you've probably walked away as a result. But I'm hearing that, you know, when this person has trouble being calm, they think about what they've discussed with you. They think about what you've told them about themselves, and this is what really helps them feel better. I'm hearing too that this thing, you know, that you're doing here, you and them, this, I don't know what you'd call it, a situationship, but it just feels like they're all in now. You know, they're going with the flow. They're ready to open that door. They just need a little bit of time. And, you know, every time they decide that they're ready to open that door, that they want to shift, you know, that they're reaffirming who they want to be. Okay, there's another message for here for you, the viewer, which says you've got to listen to yourself when you advise others, because the messages that you're bringing forward are meant for you as well. And I feel like you recognize this, but you'd sometimes dismiss those messages as not being your own, even though they resonate for you too. But I feel very strongly that spirit is struggling to reach you through the normal means. You don't always trust it, whereas when you're in that flow of reading or supporting someone else, even just advising someone else, you're actually channeling and you're bringing through powerful messages which are opening new doors, and you need to pay attention to them. So that's really important. That's come through for you. But there's things you need to understand about this person. And this is what their karma was connected to. You know, how they were raised is how they love. And it's through this karmic interaction, which I feel there's been a lot of bitterness surrounding for you, that they really learned about what love is and what love isn't. And you've got to remember that even though they maybe haven't loved you in the way you needed to, they are committed to changing. Everything is transient. You know, nothing ever stays the same. Yeah, It just feels like they need you to know that it's going to be different this time. And that it feels like they're finally listening to their intuition, and they're listening to their higher self. They're listening to their inner truth, which is what's helping them bring things back into balance, which is what's helping them achieve that justice. It feels as well like they've just decided who they want to be now, and they're just going to start showing up as that person. And it's okay. You know, it's okay that they forgot who they are. I'm hearing that they need your forgiveness. And it takes a big person to forgive someone. You know, forgiveness is a gift. It is a gift because it allows you to move on and to stop living in the past, to stop living in those unhealthy energies. I'm just hearing that you can trust this next chapter with them. But for now, you know, they're just saying, I just need some time alone. But I'm hearing that you're not going to wait much longer. In fact, this person may have already reached out. They may have already opened that door for you. I really hope that helped, part one. I'm going to take this over to the extended. We're going to take a deeper look at what's been happening between you and what this person's intentions are, you know, and what they're thinking about moving this connection forward. So if this resonated for you, you can find a link to the extended reading in the description box below. It's been a pleasure to serve you as always. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do hit the like button if you enjoyed it. It's super duper helpful. It helps my channel to grow. And I'll see you next time. Lots of love. Bye. Hello, part two. Welcome to your reading. So we're asking, how's your person thinking and feeling about you? You chose the Aquarian Tarot with Net Jasper. And just as I was doing the extended reading for part one, 2 dragonflies have just landed outside my window. They're really quite beautiful and like a luminous iridescent green. They're absolutely gorgeous. It's quite unusual to see dragonflies away from water, and the fact that there was 2 of them I felt was really significant. And they're still here for you, so by all means look up what dragonflies mean to you. Perhaps there's a sign there for you too. To me, I always see them as being, they skim the water, don't they? They kind of don't quite dive in. And water represents emotion. So for me, when I see a dragonfly, it's always a message that I'm, you know, my heart is blocked and that I'm not open to receive the emotional depths and truth of any given situation. And the fact that these 2 are green, and they really are a beautiful green, it's lovely. It's a really powerful message. So do look that up. That might mean something to you. Okay. How's your person thinking and feeling? Let's do this. We've got the Empress. Beautiful. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Swords. And the Queen of Swords in reverse. We've got the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. The 7 of Wands. The 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Goodness me. Okay, these are really interesting energies, because what I'm seeing is that your person has really had a heart awakening, but it's you that's rejected them. It feels like this person was ready. They're ready to work this out. And all of a sudden the barriers have gone up. They have done something that's triggered you and made you think, I can't move forward with this. You know, barriers, this could be boundaries, blocking, whatever. But I feel really strongly, you know, with this Empress energy and this 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And actually, with this Empress energy, I do feel like this person is familiar with and aware of the depth of the connection with you. And again, these 2 dragonflies are still here. They're still with us. They're on this same bush in front of me. They're very determined to get that message across, so you need to look them up. But I feel really strongly that this person knows you are the divine counterpart, and that right now, you've not rejected them in full, but it just does feel that you've kind of left them out in the cold and they're really sad about this. This isn't what they wanted. I really feel like this person was ready to work things out. They were ready for this new beginning. You've got the Ace of Cups here, Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and then that progression of the Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like with this Eight of Pentacles here, you know, there was, it felt like this is the energy of needing to kind of pursue things slowly and carefully. And I'm feeling with this Nine of Pentacles, either you or them, you need to kind of remain independent of one another for a time. This could be because there's some karmic situations that need to be tied up, but there was definitely a commitment here. There was a conversation about moving this forward, and you know that progression is what you're moving towards. That Ten of Pentacles, that union energy, that coming together, that living together. But again, with this Queen of Swords in reverse, there's been some kind of conflict, some kind of confrontation, and one of you has stopped investing, one of you has pulled back. And as I said, I feel very strongly that in this instance, this is divine feminine energy. I haven't even got the oracle cards out yet because I'm so distracted by that story coming through me. Let's get some more cards out. But yeah, it feels like you have, you've put the stop on this. You've put the brakes on. Yeah, we've got a farewell. See you later. Bad babs don't go with my outfit. That's what I'm hearing. Unity. So look at that contradicting energy. Unity and farewell. Family matters. Okay, so that's the karma we were talking about. Let's get some more. We're going to use the Twin Experience Oracle deck as well. These are by Made for Love. They're absolutely fabulous for twin flames, soulmates, ascending souls. If you're experiencing a spiritual connection with somebody, you want to get this deck. You can buy them directly from Made for Love's website. I'll pop a link in the description box below. She is also, of course, a fabulous reader if you want to check out her readings on YouTube. Right. Street signs. Trigger. Union. Third eye chakra. And Aries. I love it when it flows beautifully like this. And I just, you know, sometimes the messages don't come through as clearly. And this one just feels so clear and so strong. We've got boundary, abandonment, karma, and one more, balance. Right, and let's get a few of these White Rose Guidance Divine Love Message cards as well. These are by White Rose Guidance. She's got a channel as well. You can buy them through her website and channel, which I'll put a link to in the description box below. She really is a brilliant reader. If you haven't checked her out, please do. And we have got, I miss your sunshine in my life so much. I feel so much joy with you. It's like I'm a kid again. You are the song of my heart. I'm entwined in the thought of finding you again one day. So I'm just going to check these are all in shot. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So as I said, this person was ready. You were ready. We've got so many indicators of union energy here. We've got two cards, unity and union. These are really strong union energies is what I'm feeling. I mean, I'm literally feeling that energetically speaking, you're both ready. But there's karma in the way here. You know, we've definitely got karma, and we've got abandonment triggers and this farewell. And it feels like as you've moved into these union energies, which can be really, union energies can be scary, you know, because you have to face your fear. You know, when you haven't got what you want, there's no risk of losing it. So even though you long to have it, the fear doesn't quite kick in. It's when you come to having it that you have to face that fear of losing it, that fear of abandonment. And I feel like it's either you or them. One of you is still holding on to this karmic connection. We've got family matters as well, so it's quite likely that children are involved, and that still needs to be resolved. But something that they've done has triggered you. Now, this has come out with Aries energy, and Aries energy is that player energy. You know, this is someone that, so, you know, I don't know, maybe this person made you jealous somehow, or, you know, they're a bit of a ladies' man, or, I mean, it could be a he, so we'll just say player. I try not to use the specific gender pronouns, but it's hard. But it definitely feels like you've been triggered by them, and this has triggered your lack of trust. You've definitely triggered your lack of trust. And, you know, you've put up these really firm boundaries. But you're being asked to come back into balance, you know, because you are moving forward in the right direction. Now, street signs has come out for you, and I don't know how that might be relevant for you. I don't know, perhaps you see their name or they see yours, or the street you live on is relevant, or the street they live on is relevant, or somewhere you meet with a street sign. But there's something here to do with street signs. And we've also got third eye chakra. You know, for me, this is that indicator of a very strong psychic, astral, telepathic connection between the two of you. And this is transforming how your connection flows. This is, in fact, I'm hearing this is what's helped you get energetically ready. The conversations you have with this person telepathically have actually driven a lot of very powerful change between you. So you are ready. You just need to bring this back into balance now. And this person does care about you. You know, they do love you. So whatever it is they've done to make you jealous, it could be these family matters or karma, but I'm feeling for some of you that that's your karma, your family matters. We've got you're the song of my heart. I feel so much joy with you. It's like I'm a kid again. And I feel like you may have known this person from when you were younger. You know, that you're with this unentwined in the thought of finding you one day, that you've kind of found each other again. And it's like being kids again. You know, it's that love's young dream kind of energy. It's really beautiful. It's really innocent. It's really pure. So for sure, this person wants what you want. But it does feel like in this instance, you've rejected them. You've put up the boundaries. You're the person that's been triggered, and you're the person that's running right now. And it's triggered by that fear of abandonment. And you're being asked to bring this back into balance. So let's get some of these daily crystal inspiration cards. I don't know who these are from. So if you bought me these, thank you so much. They didn't come with a message. And it might be that the crystals that come up for you, you can use in your healing as well, in your meditations. Lapis lazuli, make a decision. I can't help but giggle because I think this is really common, you know. When you get to union energies, I do think it's really common for the divine feminine energy to suddenly get cold feet and run. And it's because all of that fear of abandonment, suddenly, whatever is remaining of that fear, whatever's, you know, the last dregs of it that haven't yet been worked through, rush to the surface, and it can be very unsettling. But lapis lazuli is also a very psychic stone. It's very protective, and here it says make a decision. And I do feel like you need to make a decision. And I'm hearing there's a window of opportunity here for you guys to move forward, and you need to embrace it because it may not come round again. You know, as I said, union is imminent. It's on the cards, it's in the cards, but you've got to take action. It's not going to happen for you. You know, both of you has free will, and you're being asked to make a decision. And with clear quartz, get crystal clear. Now for me, clear quartz, and as you can see from everywhere around my desk, it's my favorite stone. Clear quartz is about amplifying the energy that already exists and working with it. It's a really powerful stone, and it can hold any energy. So this is reminding you that you choose your energy, you choose which energy to sit with, and you choose which energy to amplify within this connection, and you don't want it to be fear. Yeah, fear is what creates the boundaries. You know, you want it to be balanced and calm and still. If ever there was a time to hold your space, to hold your power, to stand in your power, it's now. And this azurite stone asks you to get laser focused on that. You know, to really focus on bringing your heart and your mind into balance. I'm focused on the green and the blue in the energies of this card because things are really moving forward in the right direction for you, and this person wants you. They want that happy ever after with you. They know that the truth of what exists between you, and they want to roll with it. They want to move forward with it. You know, this person is for sure committed. I got a bit of a hold on a minute when I said committed. Hold on. They are commitment ready, if not committed. So this Aries energy, this trigger, whatever they've done to trigger you or you trigger them, whatever's caused this fallout between you, these boundaries and defenses to be created, is born of this very impulsive, playful energy. This is someone, I mean, you know, the ram is very, it's impulsive. You know, it kind of charges in without a thought. And I do feel like this is what's happened here. One of you has made a mistake. and it wasn't an intentional mistake. I don't know what it is. I'm not getting what it is, but one of you has done something to trigger the other that's perhaps connected to trust. It's connected to maybe dating other people, to or even just communicating with other people, meeting up with other people. There may have been a misunderstanding though. This person could have been a friend. There could have been, it might be the case that there was nothing in it and the way that you expected or anticipated. But for sure there's been some kind of triggering surrounding this. And I'm hearing, again, you need to get your heart and mind in balance. This needs to be your primary focus, because you will resolve this. You will receive clarity and you both will get through it. It's not a big deal, even though it feels like it for you right now. Let's get one more before we move it over to the extended reading. Oh, 2 came out. Hematite, ground yourself, and fluorite, find peace within. So hematite, I always connect this stone strongly to the blood as well, which is also a very grounding energy. Fluorite, find peace within. It's just about holding space. Sorry, I'm listening to my guide Sarah, and she's quite blunt and obnoxious, so sometimes it's hard to translate. She's not obnoxious, I take that back. She's very blunt, more blunt than me. You've got to ground yourself in truth, is what I'm hearing. You've got to recognize that this peace that exists within you is all that matters right now. You know, all of these cards here are about your energy, not the drama that's going on outside of you. It's reminding you that when you connect with that energy within, you know, you're going to be in the right space to deal with this and to see it clearly. Just by moving through your day with awareness of that stillness is going to help you switch. It's going to help you switch out to something much more calm. And you can trust in this new beginning. It's coming for you. And I'm telling you, those 2 dragons are still outside. It feels like you two dance around your feelings for one another. You know, no one is being really crystal clear here in this connection. And you've got to focus on only what you can control, which is yourself and how you respond. You've got to train your mind to manage these emotions and to not let these triggers disturb your peace of mind. You've got to ground yourself in them and transmute them through the ground. You know, this is really about learning now to ride these unpleasant triggers and waves with a bit more grace and dignity, because you radiate more light as well when you're happy. You know, that's where your power is. When you're calm and you're grounded and you're still, and you're a warrior is what I'm hearing. You know, you are this divine feminine energy, this beautiful light worker. You've already overcome so much, so you've definitely got this bit. You know, you can trust, and you've just got to lovingly allow everything to just be as it's meant to be instead of what you think it should be, because union is here for you. So I'm going to take this over to the extended. We're going to take a deeper look at this. We're going to take a deeper look at your person's thoughts, feelings and intentions. I want to see what they're going to do next. So if this has resonated for you, please do join me over there. You can find the link in the description box below and in the comments by the timestamps. Thank you so much for tuning in today. It's been a pleasure as always to serve you. And if you did enjoy this video, please do hit the like button. I really appreciate it. It does help my channel to grow. And thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Lots of love. Bye. Hello, happy souls. Welcome to part 3. We have got the Sage Tarot for you with appetite. So let's do this. How is your person thinking and feeling about you? See what comes through for you today. Whew. I'm doing extended readings. I'm not offering private readings at the moment, but a lot of people love the extended readings, so it feels like a private reading. So if this resonates for you, you can catch the extended. There is a link in the description box below. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you enjoy my readings. That means you'll get a notification every time I post. You've got to tap the little bell icon next to the subscribe button. That'll make sure that you get notified. So let's do this. What's happening? Not what's happening. What's your person thinking and feeling? We've got the World in reverse. The Six of Swords. The Moon. Death in reverse. The Ace of Cups. the Chariot, the Hermit in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, let's get some oracle cards as well. We're going to use the Raven's Wand Oracle, a gift from Raluca. Thank you, lovely lady. Wild at Heart, Founding Day, Taking to Heart. We're going to get some Twin Experience cards. These are by Made for Love. They're a fabulous oracle deck. If you are on a spiritual journey with your person, these are great. You can buy them from Made for Love's website. There is a link also to her channel in the description box below. She's a brilliant reader and my best bud. I love her so dearly. She's amazing. Okay, we have got Pisces, Sagittarius, and Aries. We've got abandonment issues. I'm going to get one more. And recognition. Okay, and from the Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine Reunited deck, we've got Goddess of Nurturing, Sacred Sexuality, Balance, and Surrender. And finally, I'm going to get some cards from the White Rose Guidance deck. These are the Divine Love Messages deck. You can buy these via her website. There's also a link to her description box below. They are really beautiful. I love these cards. I worship your perfection. I feel so much joy with you. It's like I'm a kid again. Give me more time. I'm not good enough yet. And given to my touch, for my taste, for my lust. Okay, let me just check these are all in shot. Yeah, pretty much. Okay. So pile 3, how is your person thinking and feeling about you? This person knows this isn't over. And it feels like in recent weeks there's been a dramatic seismic shift. And this is all the divine plan in motion. This is divine intervention. You are being driven in the right direction. Just as you'd given up hope, it feels like you're moving forward. And this person is coming out of this insular, withdrawn energy, and they are moving towards trust. They're moving towards independence, self-reliance. They're moving towards their own intuition, is what I'm hearing. There are 3 cards here which tells me this isn't over, and I feel like that message has come through strongly because you needed to know that, because it feels like maybe you've been sitting in this energy of pessimism, of kind of having lacked faith or lost faith, and Spirit wants you to know that you've got to trust that everything is as it's meant to be right now. This person has had some kind of recognition with the moon here. Something has kicked in powerfully for them. They're beginning to understand, is what I'm hearing. They're beginning to understand what this connection means, what you mean to them. And not only is it not over, but this person wants union. This person is ready to come together with you. With this Ace of Cups there, they've had this heart awakening, this overflowing of loving energy that they're really feeling very strongly. But with the King of Cups in reverse, this person is still in a fairly overwhelmed energy. They don't know how to communicate maturely. They don't know how to explore their emotional depths and how to kind of pull that out and share it with you. So there's definitely fear here still, but there's also a desire to move forward. It feels really, really strong. Now we've got Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius energy coming through here. What else do we have? We've got Virgo. We've got Pisces again. We've got Scorpio. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Founding Day. As I said, for me, this feels like a dramatic shift. This feels like someone waking up. It feels like someone whose heart has been bust open by some kind of recognition and realization. But that said, there is a tremendous amount of fear here passing between the two of you. But it has purpose. You know, this is about nurturing yourselves and working through these abandonment issues that have been rattled by these current energies. With sacred sexuality coming up, it does feel like you two are connecting in a much more passionate way. There may not have been a literal or physical reconnection, but it feels like through your own sacred sexuality and your own divinity that you have opened a portal of communication through which you're sharing this sacred sexual energy. This person's feeling a lot more balanced. They feel like, I'm just hearing that you are so special to them. This nurturing energy as well. It's not just about nurturing yourselves and nurturing one another. They feel that you really embody that Empress nurturing, very calming energy. It's like you've got healing energy and they really feel that. But I really keep being drawn back to this card. This person knows. And I feel like this has come at a really expected time for you. When you least expect it, this person's just had a sudden turnaround in their understanding of what this connection is. And as I said, the message is clear. This is not over. This is just beginning. This is divine energy driving you now towards union. But you've got to be ready for that. We've got here taking to heart. And I feel like they really have taken you into their heart. You know, and that's something I feel that they've resisted for a really long time. And you've probably really never known how this person has felt about you. I feel like you've had to guess based on their actions, their presence in your life, the fact that they always return. But it feels like that childlike innocence and purity, which is where true love resides, in that, you know, that innocent, youthful emotion that's in all of us. That finally they've taken you in. And this founding day, it just feels like, again, that recognition that they've discovered what this means, what you mean. And it's all starting to click into place. It's coming into balance. And they are now surrendering to this love they feel for you. And I feel like they've resisted it for such a long time. And you've kind of resigned yourself to not having it. It feels like you kind of, as I said, given up hope. You know, you've grown out of touch with faith. And it could be that you were just about to move on from this and they've come out of their shell and they've started, they've started integrating what this connection means to them. I feel so much joy with you. It's like I'm a kid again. And again, this is this talking to heart energy. They've reconnected with that purity, that innocence of love within them. And they haven't felt that for such a long time. Give in for my touch, for my taste, for my lust. And this is where I feel this sacred sexuality comes in. It just feels like there is a really strong sacred sexual energy flowing between you right now. As I said, it might not be literal in the 3D, but this person is really feeling very passionate for you. They worship your perfection. But the most important one here is give me more time. I'm not good enough for you yet. So, you know, this heart opening, this heart awakening, this energy they've moved into of finally surrendering to what they're feeling is moving you in the right direction. But again, as I said, with this King of Cups energy, this person's not quite ready yet. They don't yet know how to express what they're feeling. They don't know how to communicate it to you. And there's a lot of fear here as well, which is born of these abandonment issues. They're just... This came up in pile 2 as well. Quite different circumstances, but what came up in pile 2, the message was, you know, when we get what we want, we have to face the fear of losing it. And I feel like that's what's triggered this person. You know, they've finally aligned and surrendered to this love, to this truth, to this inner knowing and intuition that it's you, that it's always been you. And they don't want it to be over. But likewise, their fear is actually stopping them from taking the right actions to move it forward. But you need to be reassured that this person is on the right path now. I'm really sorry, wobbly camera. They are on the right path. They really love you. And they really do care about you. I'm seeing as well, again, I'm being drawn back to how you thought this was over. And you've got to really celebrate now. You're being asked to celebrate every healing milestone, no matter how small it was, because it's led up to the here and the now, which is moving in to union energies. I'm hearing as well that you've changed this person. I mean, they've changed themselves, but it's through your nurturing, your kindness and compassion that this person has been able to transform and open their heart to you. But something's triggered them. Something's triggered them in... So this taking to heart as well, the risk of opening your heart is that when you open your heart, you've got to face that pain. And I feel like they're hypersensitive at the moment to what's going on between you. They're hypersensitive to your feedback, to your feelings, I guess. It feels like you're being asked to tread really carefully. They're asking you to recognize how sensitive, how fragile this energy is that they're in, how scary it is for them to open their heart space. My guide Sarah is a bit harsh, and she's saying, oh, come on, there's billions of people in the world, and you can't allow one person to kill your vibes. But it does feel like that's the energy your person is in, that they are they're scared. They're really scared. It feels very vulnerable, and they're not used to feeling vulnerable. So there's a lot of emotional overwhelm here, but they really just feel that you're so brave, you're so sparkling, they believe in you, you're the most nurturing, just caring and loving energy that they've encountered. And the guidance for you is not to be extreme, just to be consistent, to wake up with purpose and to encourage them to do so. This person's also afraid of disrupting the status quo. It feels like a risk to be involved with you, and I'm not sure why that might be. There's definitely some kind of cultural divide, perhaps an age gap, or just real differences in class or lifestyle. So there's some kind of non-acceptance that this person has to face externally within their family group. It does feel like as I said, they feel very fragile. They feel very afraid. They're trying to embrace this energy, and they have embraced it. They've surrendered to it. They've brought it into balance within them. But that balance is fragile. It wobbles really easily because they've not got that. They've not got the confidence to fully embody these energies yet. But above all else, I just feel that you really activate the naughty in this person. There's been some kind of real divine, sexually motivated interactions between you two, whether this be in the astral realm or the 3D realm. I'm just hearing that, this person, when you're connected to them, their whole body knows it. When you're thinking of them that way, their whole body feels it. And I'm getting that they just want to touch your butt as well. But I think at this stage, they're saying to you, if you knew the answer was yes, what would you ask of me? I feel like they're too afraid to actually lay this down and say, I want this. I think they've probably offered you some reassurance in terms of, it's not over, but they've not come forward in what feels to be a tangible way. And it's, I just keep getting, they are always thinking of you, but it's not PG rated. This person's very keen to reunite with you. in the 3D, in the physical, and to really demonstrate their love for you. I feel like it feels safe for them to demonstrate their love through that sacred sexual union. But you never leave his mind. I'm hearing you just never leave his mind. Not even when he has a 1,001 things to think about. He's always thinking about you. And I'm hearing as well that you might have been quite busy, and this person thinks that attention is love, and so that does trigger their abandonment issues. Again, this comes back to the fragility that this person feels, and I feel like they've been orbiting a fairly dark star for quite a long time. With this death in reverse, you know, there's some kind of dark night or some kind of ending or cycle that needs to be closed. Again, this is Scorpio energy, which is going to drive this transformation. It's going to support their transformation. And, you know, they're just about facing that. They're surrendering to that. They want this balance now. They know that there's unfinished business between you. And they know as well that they can't pour from an empty cup. You know, they've got to fill their own cup. There is an awareness here. And I feel like this is why this person goes so slow. Is because they don't want to rush in and do something when they don't feel like there's enough love in their heart to support this connection. Not that they don't love you. But yeah, this person cares, and this connection's moving in the right direction. They've surrendered to it now, and you just have to trust. Now, I'm going to take this over to the extended. If you've enjoyed this reading, you can join me there. You can find the link in the description box below and in the comments. So thank you so much for tuning in. It's been lovely to read for you. And if you did enjoy this video, please do hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more content like this, please hit the subscribe button so that we can be friends and I can show you more videos. Lots of love, guys. See you soon. Bye.